up, guys? Welcome to another episode. I am just grabbing some coal because I need to keep smelting stone bricks as I do all these projects with it. So, I have all... Wow. I got in and pressed the button at the same time. And I want to show you something special. I finished this up off camera because there's not really anything cool about it. And, I'm pretty happy with it. It felt a lot longer than I realized when I started building it. It just felt like it went on forever. It's very simple. I know it's very similar to the cabin's design, but I don't know. It's just iron bars and stone bricks look good together, and they fit the build theme. And I have a lot of both, so it made sense for me to do it like this. And it looks pretty cool. I'm very happy with it. And this track feels really long when you're just riding it, or when you're building it. So yeah, it ended up nice. Turned out well. I want to show you something else. I decided on the theme for the walls inside the main room. So let me take you down there and show you what I have in mind. I don't know why it's always blue. And the blue disappears down there. So I'm alternating two different patterns as the wall goes on. And this is what I'm doing. And this is slime. There he is. Oh. You went all Assassin's Creed on me. So the first pattern is a cool like pillar look with the stairs. And then the next pattern is like fourth block gaps. Whoops, sorry about that. And those look pretty cool as well. And then I just have 2 blocks in between each pattern. It goes all the way around the room. Chandeliers are up, they look nice. I've been considering for the ceiling going up there and actually making it sort of arc at the top and just have the chandelier chain go up higher. That wouldn't be too difficult. I had to do 2 here because I wanted to keep it the same on both sides. So I went fourth gap pattern and then the stairs. Then it would have been fourth gap stairs, but then it wouldn't be the same on each side. So I just did 2 fourth gap patterns there. So I'll finish this up and I'll be back in a little bit to show you what it looks like. Hey guys, are you ready to see this room with the walls added? And the floor and the ceiling? Because you're about to. It looks awesome. I am so happy with this. I like it, it's simple. Like making these like 1/4 gaps, it's like not the most complex thing, but it looks awesome. And the way these pillars move back and forth, that looks great. I have stone bricks in the ceiling. I don't know how well you can see that. I'll just go up a little bit. Stone bricks are in the ceiling. Those look awesome. Chandeliers look great. I am very, very happy. It took me a couple hours to go through and add this all the way up. So I made sure I got my my Game of Thrones in for a while. I watched a lot of Game of Thrones while I was doing this because a bunch of people have been telling me to watch that show. So when I did it, I just like built up and then built across all the way and just carved it out and kept doing the same 2 patterns over and over again. And I just put torches. It's nice because with the stair here and here and there, there is a center point where I can just put a torch. And that looks great too. And then I have torches at the center of these pillar areas. I don't know if I'd call those pillars, but you know, these stairs. So it keeps the room pretty lit up. So now that I have that done, I think I'm gonna have some hallways and an entrance to those right here. So if I'm gonna have an entrance to hallways that lead to different rooms around this, I don't know what I should call this place. I wouldn't call it like a castle, and I wouldn't call it a base really. I don't know what it is, but you know, it's whatever. I'm gonna have an entrance there with hallways that go to different places around here. And so I think I want a set path, a clear, obvious path that goes around everywhere. So wherever the path is gonna start at those stairs, I think, and it'll go to here, and then it'll go where all the hallways go and follow the pattern everywhere. And I think that'll look really awesome. So I'm going to go to my creative world and show you guys a couple options I made. When I started off, I was just gonna make the path on camera. I'm like, well, let's see how many different like options I can come up with. And I went kind of crazy with it. I made like tons of different carpet ideas, all that match like a set theme. So I'll show you guys when I get over there what I'm talking about. Alright, we're back here. Let me show you what I've done. Crazy. I went just like absolutely mad and just started making carpets. I made like that one, and then I'm like, well, let's try a different pattern. I made that one, and then I just started going. I didn't mean to make so many. I was just gonna make one pattern on with here, but you know, sometimes you just take off with stuff. I love this block. Quartz, absolutely love the block. I do not, however, think it goes with this build very well, because I don't have any quartz in it, and I don't plan on adding any quartz, so having a quartz in the path would just not make sense. Now, my upcoming build, which I hadn't started at all or anything yet, I think I want nether brick, quartz, glowstone, redstone lamps, you know, those are my favorite blocks, so I'd love to have those in the build some more. But in this build, this carpet, I don't think this is going to be my choice. But it does look pretty cool. I like it. So, maybe another time, but that's not going to work for this build. This one I use stairs, you can't fall in this gap, but it looks cool. So that's nice. Use redstone blocks. I did, in all the carpets, I got to use redstone lamps, which is my favorite block. Well, one of. So I was very happy to be able to use that. And it looks cool, but again, I don't know if I'm going to be using this pattern. This one is a very simple one. I just alternated redstone lamps, redstone blocks, and some black wool. By the way, the theme for pretty much every carpet is going to be like these 3 blocks everywhere, because they fit the build very well, and they match the crafty pillars that I have. So I have those pretty much everywhere. This looks cool, but it would be very, very expensive for me to use this, because that's a lot of glowstone, and this path's going to be all over, so I don't know if I want to be using so much glowstone everywhere. I like this one a lot, actually. Although it looks like I put blocks randomly, I just made one pattern for this 3x3 square, one pattern for this 3x3 square, and I repeated them, alternating sides. And I like it. I like it a lot, actually. Might be my favorite. So we'll see. This one was the first one I built, which is what I was just going to go with. But that's when I started going crazy with these paths. So, this came out alright. After seeing what I've built other than this, though, I don't think I'm going to be using this path. This one looks pretty cool. I just sort of let it happen. I didn't have any plans for this. I just made 3 rows that all looked different, and then repeated the same 3 rows the whole time. So I like the way this path looks a lot. This one, I really wanted to have trap doors go all the way across, but of course you can't do that if they don't have a block to go on, so I just made them go around the border. And I don't like this block because, well, it just looks like a checkerboard to me, and I don't want to have my path look like a checkerboard. Shadows coming from that thing. This one is another one of those 3x3 things, so I made one 3x3 pattern here, one here, and then I just went diagonally alternating them. It looks cool as well. But what I don't like about it is that these glowstones ended up making a line every time. I don't like the way that looks. This one's one of the top contenders. It's pretty much for me, in my mind, between this one and that one. I think this is going to be the one we go with, because the 3x3 pattern doesn't use too much of anything that I don't have. It does use a lot of glowstone, yes, but I mean, it does look cool. And I've been collecting some glowstone off camera. I've got a couple stacks going now, so I think I can afford to do that throughout my build a little bit more. This right here, I made the stairs go all the way around, and it's iffy. I'm not a huge fan of it, so I don't think I'm going to keep it. This one I made this morning, and I just made it because I was like, well, I want to see furnaces, because I do like the way furnaces look from above as a floor. So they don't look, I mean, they're made out of cobble, but when you look at them next to each other, they really are different. And I like that furnace look a lot better than I like the cobble. Now I, however, do not enjoy the sides of them. That's why they make a good floor for me. Or possibly ceiling. Yeah, they make a good ceiling too. But I don't know if they match anything enough in the build to use, so I don't think I'm going to use this path. So I think my final decision will be that... Shoot, it's tough. It is tough. I've been looking at these for a while, trying to decide before I came on here, and I still haven't quite made the decision until now. I think I'm choosing this one, because the most, I mean, it uses a lot of black wool, which I have a good amount of, and I can always get a good amount of pretty easily without having to go into the nether. So yeah, I like this path. So this path is going to be, so now we know all my hallways throughout this place are going to be at least 6 blocks wide, because that's how much this goes. Probably 8, because I'll probably keep the path here. So I'm thinking maybe like, honestly maybe 10. So I can have 2 layers of stone bricks on the outside and then actual path. Maybe not though, maybe just 6 and have stone bricks go up the wall. Well, that's not stone bricks, but you know what I mean. Have stone bricks just go up the wall next to the path. So, let me go over to the other world, and we can just build this path across to where I want the entrance to be. And the entrance will work on, if we have time, the end of this episode. If we don't, the beginning of the next episode. So I'll see you then. Alright, so let's get to work building this. Black, red, glowstone lamp, redstone lamp, whatever it's called. I built it so that the redstone lamp should power the things without me having to worry about it, which is awesome. Because if I had to dig under them, if I had to dig under everything, all these redstone lamps, and then put torches under them, that would be annoying. Although I realize I am going to use a lot of redstone blocks, which I have a lot of, but not so much anymore, because I had to use a lot of them to make redstone lamps and stuff. So, you know, the amount of them that I have has definitely decreased. Oh yeah, this path is gonna look sweet. Boom, boom, boom. I'm extremely amazed at how crazy I went with my carpets. When I started going with the carpets, I was like, well, I'm gonna make one path, and that path will be what I use in the world. Nope, not at all. I made like 10 paths or something, I don't know. It's kind of crazy. Pretty happy with it though. Oh, shoot. Can you break those? Does it come back out as redstone? Oh, nice. Comes back out as a block. I never actually built with them. I love this block. Redstone lamps look so cool. You know what I could possibly do? Not likely to do it. But if I had it so that my path was dark and then I flipped the switch and all the lights came on, I could just replace these with red wool, which would probably be even harder for me to do. So I have like no red wool. That could be really cool looking, actually. I don't know if I'll do it or not. Oh, it's not gonna come out. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, 1, 2. Yeah, it's not gonna come out at the end of this thing. I'm gonna have to skip that row, which means that light's not gonna be on. That's a shame. It's okay. And now we do the other 3x3. Oh yeah. This path looks awesome. I just love redstone lamps so much. There's no way I wasn't gonna like this path. Then the black and the redstone blocks sort of match me a little bit. My skin. Oh, what I have planned for the next episode is gonna look awesome with this too. I don't often plan ahead for when I'm doing the episodes. I sort of think of them as I go. But this plan hit me a little bit ago. Oh, I added an ender chest at both places so I can put all my goods in there. Just in case. These things take a while to break. I like the way redstone blocks look. Did I just mess that up? No, I didn't. I've got this pattern down. Oh, messed it up. I've got it so down. Mess it up as soon as I say that. Oh. That looks cool. think, guys? I'm really a fan. These chests will be moved. Everything here will actually get moved. When I start making different rooms, they'll have places. I don't know if I'm gonna have like a crafting area with just a bunch of furnaces and crafting tables and like an anvil and stuff. Like it's like an actual like medieval like workshop, and then possibly a storage area separate, or if I'll just put them all mashed in together. We'll find out when I build that. I am very, very pleased with this. Redstone lamps look so cool. And you know what's even better about them? Watch this. You never lose them. Glowstone, you can break them. You can get like only 2 from glowstone, and that sucks. Oh, this room's really come together nicely. So I think we'll have to wait till next episode for this entrance. Look at that stone. I got lazy. Didn't even make that stone bricks. Don't judge me. So I think the entrance, I might spiff up this entrance as well. I feel like it could be way cooler. I was just keeping that temporarily. But yes, very, very pleased with the path. I love it. And this will stay constant throughout this whole build. So, I hope you enjoyed. This is probably going to be a little bit of a shorter episode. But I'll have to see you next time. So thanks for watching, and talk to you then.